Yes, bro. How are you?
I'm good in yourself.
How do you feel, my man?
No, I feel good.
Okay, I need to know from your side, my friend. How do you feel to be here?
Yeah, no, it's a special feeling. I think Simba is obviously a very, very big club. You experience it more once you come into the environment. So very, very happy to be here. It's a big privilege for me, and I also know it's a big responsibility. Because obviously it's a big club. There's a lot of people following the team, and they wanted to do well. So it's just for us to do our best and try and help the team reach their objectives.
It's your first time in Egypt or second time home?
In Egypt, I've been here many times. Obviously, I've played at Mamelodi Sundowns before, so I've been here quite a lot. So yeah, I'm quite used to being here and in this environment. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it now. It's obviously pre-season, so we're just trying to do our best as a team, to get to the level that we need to be. It's obviously, it's a good environment to be in. Since I've arrived, everybody really welcomed me really well, and I really already feel part of a big family. And I think as soon as you arrive into a new environment, it's important. As much as you want to do well on the pitch, it's also important to try and build relationships off the pitch, so that you can obviously understand your teammates, and that will help on the pitch as well for sure, with understanding them and the strengths and the weaknesses. So been really enjoying this time, and really excited for what's to come. Grew up in yeah. I grew up in Cape Town, a place called Kalksteenfontein. It's quite close to the airport, Cape Town International Airport. Started playing football at the age of 8, as a goalkeeper actually. Yeah, started as a goalkeeper, and then eventually, I ended up playing striker and midfielder for the next, I think, maybe 6-7 years. And then I got an opportunity to trial at a club called African Soccer Development, ASD, and that's where Coach Taggy Williams, very, very good coach, someone who has obviously helped me a lot in my career, someone who I've learned a lot from, changed my positions, from midfielder I went to right back, and from right back to centre back, so yeah, and that's where I find myself now. And then obviously also, while I was at ASD, maybe 2 years later, 3 years, I got an opportunity to go to Portugal. So I was playing at Passos de Ferreira as well for 1 season, and then came back to South Africa, and then obviously signed my first professional contract with Maritzburg United. Coach Fadlu Davids, the head coach of Simba, gave me that opportunity, so always thankful for him as well, for believing in me and just giving me the platform to show what I can do. And yeah, I spent some time at Maritzburg for about 5 seasons or so. Ended up moving to Mamelodi Sundowns. We also spent quite a few years. Won many trophies with the team. Ended up also playing for the national team. Quite fortunate to be able to achieve that. And yeah, last season I was in Israel as well. Played for Maccabi Petah Tikva. So that was an amazing experience, as well, just to experience a different culture and to see what it's like outside the country again, Obviously I've been in Portugal as well. But yeah, that was a big learning curve for me as well, And yeah, right now I find myself at Simba. I'm really excited about this journey, just trying my best now to help the club, to be where they deserve to be, and also help the players. I've seen, obviously, there's a lot of potential in the group, and that's my job, as much as I'm here to do well for myself, I also see the potential in the players, the younger players, and I just want to try my best to help them as well.
You played a big team in Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns. It is hard or it is easy for you because you played for 3 years here?
I played Sundowns 4 seasons. We can say 5 seasons because I joined them in January. So yeah, and then I left also last year. I think beginning of say this year in January I left as well. So it was a good experience for me at Sundowns. I think when I joined, I played many games, a lot of important games, and I was an important figure in the team for about 2.5 years, until I got an injury, and that kind of slowed down my progress, and then the players who were playing at the time, obviously when I was out, they were doing quite well, so I found it a bit difficult to break into the starting lineup, but there was a lot of other things that happened, things that I don't really want to disclose, but for me, it's in the past. It's a new chapter for me now to focus, another opportunity for me, to show my quality. I'm someone who don't speak much, and if you look at me, you might think I'm not someone who will believe in myself, but I really do. And I've shown it in the past that I'm someone who can compete at the highest level in African football, and I've managed to obviously also represent my country. So it's just for me, not even to prove a point. It's just to get back to my level, work really hard, and Coach Fadlu also obviously is a big reason, coming to Simba as well. As much as I've known Simba before, because we've competed in the CAF and the Confed, for many seasons. So I know if there's anyone who can get the best out of me, it's Coach Fadlu, So it's just for me to put my head down now and just do the best that I can.
Score fantastic goal. You concern a bad moment, good moment, whatever, like it's gonna show us up.
Good moments, there's many. I'll just being able to play for my national team, that was a big dream of mine. I've always said when I was younger that I didn't obviously get the opportunity to play in the under 20 or under 23, so I've always had it fixed in my mind that even though I'm not going to get the opportunity, I'm still going to end up working hard and push so that hopefully I can get an opportunity to play in the first team, and that's exactly how it planned out. I made my debut at the age of 23, 24, and that was a big milestone in my career for someone who comes from Kalkfontein. It's a community where it's not a lot of good things happening, but I'm just also trying to be some sort of an inspiration to the kids growing up in my community, and up until now I think I've done well, and hopefully in the future we can see more players playing professionally coming from our community as well. So that's also one of the main reasons I'm working hard as I am. And also defender of the season, I got defender of the season in South Africa as well, I'm playing for Maritzburg United. So those are two achievements that I'm really, really proud of. It's not the end, I still want to achieve more. Now obviously, like I said, Simba's a very, very big club. You don't know how big it is until you're in the environment. Since I've arrived in Tanzania, I've been showed so much love from everyone. The staff, the players, even the fans. They've reached out to me, and I really, really appreciate it. So it's a proud moment for me to be able to play for a club like Simba, and also for my family. It's a very, very proud moment. Everyone at home, they're so happy for me, and they're wishing me the best of luck.
Okay, now you have a big number from your social media,
yeah.
especially Instagram. And defended for first time when you do it with Simba, many of us come from the side. How do you feel this moment?
Like I said, it's a very good feeling, to receive so much love from people of Simba. I'm not someone who's out there, I don't really like social media, to be honest with you, but just to see all the messages and words of encouragement, from the people, it's really gonna push me to do the best that I can. I can see obviously that everyone is so passionate about football in the country, so all I can say is that I'm gonna do my best, to get the club to the level where they need to be, and try and help the club reach all their objectives. So there's not going to be any shortcuts from me. I'm fully committed to the task at hand, and yeah, that's all I can promise them at the moment. And obviously we'll try and win trophies. Obviously I know the club hasn't won many trophies in the past few seasons, so we need to bring a trophy to the Simba fans. As I know, I've got a lot of good friends. I'm obviously very close with Ron Williams. We shared a room together. You know, we were roommates in camp for many seasons. You know, so he's someone I have a very special relationship with. You know, and obviously he wished me the best of luck. You know, I'm gonna miss them, but you know, we all have our different paths, and this is my journey now, and I'm ready to take the next step. But yeah, there's also other players, obviously Mokwena as well. You know, fantastic player, very good guy as well. He reached out to me, and you know, just wished me the best of luck. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna miss them, but you know, it's a new chapter for me. So I'm ready to build new relationships here and just help the team in achieving everything they need to. I haven't heard anything of Simba, to be honest, but I've seen them. I've seen them play. It's a big brand, you know. You watch them on TV all the time, you know. So I didn't really know much about the club itself, but I've seen them play football on the pitch, and you know, it's a project that will always interest anyone. If you look at them competing at the highest level, you know, and I feel like I'm also someone who wants to continue on that path, you know. So I want to still compete for titles and achieve things, and I think it's a great environment to be in if you want to achieve things in your life, yes.
So now you are comfortable to play as a central defender, right back, or holding midfielder?
For me, I prefer centre back. You know, I've grown into this position, you know, for a long time, and you know, I understand it very well. And if you want to get the best out of me, you know, just play me as a centre back, you know. So that's the position I'm most comfortable with.
So you said you prefer to play centre back, but before we have two centre back, local and the international Chamu, and we had another young from Simba under 20. How do you feel competition between you and other guys?
Competition is healthy. It pushes you to be better. You know, I'm matured enough to understand that, you know, I'm playing for a big club, and I'm in a competitive environment. So we have to compete for. It's not just going to be given to me. I have to work hard. You know, and if it is that someone else is playing ahead of me, then I have to support him. If I get the opportunity, I would expect the same. You know, that's how football is. You know, you can't. No one is owning a position. You can't own it. You know, so with the competition, hopefully it will make everyone better, and take the next steps. You know, because now you can't only have two centre backs in the team. You know, you need competition so that you can improve and be better. You know, for yourself and the team as well. So. Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come, and let's see what happens. For me individually, I'm not really focused on as much as, like I said, I want to come here and do well for myself, but the team comes first for me. You know, once the team achieves its objectives and we are able to win trophies and whatever set out for us, you know, if it is that my name is mentioned and I'm there amongst the top defenders or whatever, I'll be happy. But the most important thing is for me is the team to do well. You know, I don't really look forward to praises and people saying I'm the best or whatever. If the team is doing well, I'm happy.
Okay. Simba have tournaments, first tournament, CAF Champions League for next season. I need comment about this, and after that, we have 4 local competition, Tanzania Premier League, FA, and other 2 tournaments. I need one by one comment from your side.
Champions League first.
Champions League, then local tournament.
Yeah, obviously, I think the Champions League is always tricky. You playing against the best in each country, you know. So it's the best competition to obviously be part of, you know. But I really believe in the team. Or from what I've seen, there's a lot of potential, you know, to really achieve something special. But we have to believe in ourselves, you know, and not focus too much about other things and just be in this moment, present, and do the best that we can, and focus on this pre-season, you know, because it's obviously very, very important for us, and that will help us going into the CAF as well, you know, because in CAF you just never know. There's a lot of what's the word to use? Things that happen, you know, off the pitch, that things that you can't control really, but. I just believe once we focus on ourselves and our abilities and as a group, collectively, we'll be able to overcome any challenge. Yeah, obviously also the Tanzania Premier League is going to be difficult, you know. I think there's a lot more teams now at the moment that's competing for trophies. You can see, look at the players that they've obviously brought in, so for us, you know, we want to try and win all the trophies available, you know, because we have the capacity. We just have to believe it. So, yeah, we're obviously very excited about that, you know, and hopefully when the time arrives, we'll be ready and we'll be able to make everyone proud and win the trophy.
I know you work with Kocha Fadlu. Hey, I give 2 minutes to explain about head coach Fadlu.
I think one of the reasons Coach Fadlu means a lot to me as a player is because he's obviously given me my first professional contract, you know, in a time where I was really struggling in my football. That same season I wasn't even really playing, you know, I was working. I was having a normal 9-to-5 job, and then I got an opportunity obviously to trial with Maritzburg United, and I was very unfit at the time, you know. And I thought maybe he was going to say, no, you're not good enough, whatever, but he was patient with me. And then I signed my first professional contract under him. And my first season, you know, he gave me many opportunities to play. Second season, I played a lot more. So he's definitely someone who understands me as a person, as a player as well, you know. So really excited to work under him again. And I hope that, you know, it's going to be good, and I'm going to come in and give him what he wants, and hopefully we'll just achieve everything together again.
Rushine, are you ready to be here, and are you ready for all tournaments?
Yes, I'm ready to be here, ready for all tournaments and ready to win everything.